Abi Banaris. Okay, guys. All right. Today, hello everybody. Welcome. Sunday Adelaja here with this beautiful madam. But she's not just beautiful outside. She's absolutely stunning and beautiful in character. With her inner content, she is gorgeous. She is unique. The first thing I noticed about her when I saw her at the HMT is her inner strength. I like that inner strength, and I like the fact that she was attending the HMT for the first time, coming to my house for the first time, encountering Dr. Sunday Adelaja for the first time, and she didn't collapse under the weight, even though you could tell that it was an unusual platform for her and an unusual an unusual place for her to be, because I demanded from everybody to say something while many people were trying to hide behind and disappear somewhere. One thing I could tell about Regina was that she was the one that was always stepping out and stepping up to the challenge. She was always anything that she needs to do, even if she has never done it before, she steps out and takes up the challenge. I didn't know that time that she had not read books, and she had not been reading books. She has to tell us about that by herself. But in that HMT, she was trying her best. She was always giving her best. And she was learning, because we had a very difficult topic, but she was learning the topic and immediately coming to see how she could process it and how she could practicalize it and how she could apply it and what she could do for our country already, for women, for people. So it's impossible not to fall in love with Regina from the first time, with her person, with her personality, with her, with her desire to learn and to grow. So, and I've just really admired her. Are you going home finally already now, or are you coming back?
I'm coming back
for next semester.
Yeah, it's just summer holiday. Yeah.
So when Regina told me that she will be coming to stay with us for a week, I just said, so I didn't know this girl is so smart, because she has to go home and she finished her studies. She didn't rush, and she knew that I just want to come around and stay in your house and stay with you and just stay around and see how things are being done. I said, I know you are smart, but I didn't know that smart. Because even some people who have the opportunity to be coming here, it doesn't even come to their mind that they could just come here to learn and to spend some time with us. So, Regina, who is Regina?
Regina, actually, she is Regina Namupolo.
Namupolo. And what will Namupolo mean?
Namupolo, actually, just these native African names that are just meaningless, because Namupolo itself, it means like a forehead.
Okay.
Just a meaning of forehead. Mm-hmm. Regina Namupolo is from Namibia, original from Oshakati, a small town called Oshakati, the northern part of Namibia.
Okay.
Currently, I'm studying in Ukraine. I've been here for the past 5 years. I'm going now toward my final year. I'm studying medicine, and I'm reside in a small town called Vinica, here in Ukraine.
Because they have a good medical school.
Yes, they have a very good medical school, of course. Regina Namupolo is an entrepreneur that I can say that I have running a business for almost 10 years. My company 10 years this year. And she is a mother. She's such an outgoing person, down to earth, responsible, a woman who can be able to overcome any type of challenge, a fearless person, and that is it.
how possible it is for you to be a mother and a businesswoman? Almost impossible, unless you have some sugar daddies and some rich husbands that are sponsoring you. But I know that you are a single mom. So how come you are able to raise a business that is working while you are away studying in the Ukraine and sponsoring yourself to go to university overseas, paying for your university? You are not here on scholarship, right? Or are you on scholarship?
They intervene on my 4th year.
Oh, yeah, but before then?
No.
You are paying for all these years.
Yes.
So you are paying for yourself for 4 years in Ukraine, studying medicine. Respect.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you are supporting your children.
And myself.
And yourself. And I heard you are even sending your kids to school? Or they are not school children yet?
No, they're at the private school even.
Even in private school,
yes.
Not public school?
Yeah, no.
And you are paying for them?
Yes.
And you are paying also for people to help them and all that? Mm-hmm. I want to take you to Nigeria.
Let's go.
Can I steal you?
I sign up. I've signed up already. You don't have to. I've signed up.
I don't have to struggle.
No, I just have to pack my bag. That's it. Tell me the date. I'm ready.
Because we need you to teach as many women in Nigeria as possible. We need you, not just in Nigeria, in Africa as a whole. We need you to be able to tell women, even in Ukraine or in Europe, in England, in America, how to be self-sustainable, how to sustain yourself like this, and how to be able to. I just like it the way you did it, Katia. Yeah. So, yeah, that was so nice. Look at it. This is so nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you know, you are a resourceful lady. You know, you are so much needed. Your experience, your wisdom. Put your hand together, it's good. That's what I'm looking. So I thought you can even help Africans in diaspora in England, in America, where they are working and yet they cannot make ends meet. Where did you get the wisdom from?
Actually, this is something that I promised myself from the beginning.
Okay.
Looking at my background, where I came from, looking at how people were suffering, because I'm just from, I was raised by my grandmother. So
you are from a disadvantaged family, just like myself?
Yes, very, very, very disadvantaged.
You know, I know exactly what was going on in the minds of people. They thought that maybe she's from a rich family. Don't say it. She's probably from a rich family.
Never.
Tell us about it.
Because, okay, let me just go a bit. Okay. Let me just give you an introduction about my background, my upbringing. Actually, me, myself, I was born in Angola. I'm born in Angola.
Ooh.
I was born in Angola during the time of liberation struggle in Namibia, during the war. My parents are Namibians. They were in exile in Angola. That's where our main camps during the war were situated. And that's where I happened to be conceived, meaning I'm an Angolan by birth.
Wow.
After after I was born, since my mother, because I was born by that time, my mother was, I think, 18, according to the way I calculated. She was just an 18-year-old girl, and she gave birth to me.
Was she a part of the struggle as well?
She was a soldier, a young girl soldier.
Fighting for the liberation of the country.
Okay, I happened to be conceived in Angola. After, it was like, during that time, it's like all of them, the young ones, they were being sent to schools. And then she couldn't be able to raise me. She had to leave me. Since she was supposed to continue with her study, she had to leave me with her friends to raise me in the camp. Meaning I happened to be raised by my mother's friend. And by then...
In the camp?
Yes.
Where
just
the soldiers were?
Yes, where they are kept, That's where...
Like a refugee camp?
Yeah, it was kind of like a...
Refugee camp,
refugee camp, kind of like a army camp. Let me put it in that way. Okay, then she gave me to her friends, meaning that I was raised by her friend.
And she was going to fight
in
the military?
I never knew her, I never.
Wow.
I never. And by
Like
that
me,
time,
I also never knew my mom.
I listened to your, I listened to
Yeah.
your story. It's like I never knew her. I came to know about my mother at the age of 7, and by that time it was after independence, and she even found me already in Namibia with my mother, her friend.
So it is her friend
Yes.
that you actually call your mother.
Yes, from the age of 1. She gave me to that woman from the age of 1 year old.
My God.
And then, yes, that woman looked after me. Actually, I wasn't alone. We were like a group of kids that were raised by that woman, but our parents were not present then by then.
It's like
That's
my
how-
own grandmother.
Yes.
It's like, that's
When-
my mom.
Yes, when we came to Namibia, that's where then I went to my grandmother at maternal side. I was raised by my grandmother because by that time my mother was also very young. And then it's like she was sent to go and work in the village. And then after the war and everything, she was sent, because she is a nurse by professional, when she came back in Namibia, and she was sent to go and work in the village. Since her mom was now reside in the town, she decided that, since I'm going to work in the village, I can't take the children along to the village. They better stay in town. That's how we end up to stay with our grandmother in the city.
In the city, okay.
Yes. Now, there during that time
You are the first child.
yeah, we are 3 girls. I'm the first daughter. During that time, while I was with my grandmother, actually my grandmother is a businesswoman. She sell at she just sell at the market. She sell food at the market. And then during our time when we were growing up, we help her out. After school, we come at the open market, continue selling things, helping her out. During weekend, like a special Sunday, she rests and we take over. By that time, we were very young. As far as I can remember, we started, just the moment we arrived there, that's age 7 and 8, we started already at the market, also selling, helping her out.
So you started selling in the market from 8?
Yeah. After school, we come and meet my grandmother at the market and we continue to assist her. Weekends, she rests, especially Sunday, she rests at home, and then we have to take over. Life had been like that. It had been like that. I didn't like the environment. I didn't like me seeing myself in the market. I didn't like it.
Because it can affect the psyche of a child.
Yes, you don't have time to play with your friends.
With your friends. They will be, and oh my, I know what you are talking about. Exactly. I know exactly.
Yes, we don't have this. You don't have time to play with your friends. You are every time busy like an elder. You have a responsibility to do every day. You don't have time for your school work, homeworks. I didn't even knew how my house looked like during the day. Because it's like we have to go like early, like let's say 5 o'clock, drop her off at the market. From the market, we go to school. After school, mostly we used to go with our like you have to take along an extra something that you wear after school. From there, after school, you came to the market, you remove the uniform, you put on a dress. Yes, it had been like that. It had been like that. It had been like that. I didn't like that situations. And I told myself that no matter what's gonna take, I'm not gonna be a part of this mess.
So you started telling yourself at the age of?
I was maybe 12.
That I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change.
Yes. I just told myself that no matter how it's going to take me, I'm not going to be a part of this. Because what I was seeing is this. People were like, some children were dropping off of school. The moment they drop out of schools, they are at the market. Some children, they were like failing.
Yeah.
The moment you
some
fail,
of them gets pregnant.
yes, the moment you failed, you know already you have graduated to go and sell at the market. I convinced myself that, okay, I'm selling at the market, helping out my grandmother now, but no matter how difficult life will be, this is not going to be part
My
of
future.
me.
Amen. Amen. This is not my destiny.
Yes.
I'm not going to remain in this market. But in my own case, I was also thinking like that. But what really encouraged me was that my sister and my brother who was overseas, and my sister, they came to me, my brother overseas told my sister that go and tell Sunday that if you don't pass your exam, if you don't work hard, you are going to remain here in this situation, in this village forever. And in this village, you know, there is no survival. You are just going to waste your life here and you are going to perish here. So please, Sunday, my sister was always coming to me and says, please work hard. You must pass this your exam. You need to pass WAEC. If you pass it, maybe God could help you to get a scholarship. And yeah, that's what happened. So, but how you are telling yourself that you are not going to.
Yeah, nobody talked to me. I just told myself that I'm not going to be a part of this. And then I remember there was a time I get so angry, I don't know what's happened. And then I was talking to my grandmother. I told her that I swear to God, I'm never going to be a business person. I'm not going to sell things.
Okay, because your own idea of business person was like selling those petty things.
Yes, and then also the own idea is that just the way stress, the feeling that I was feeling at that time.
Okay.
I thought all the business people that are selling, they are feeling like that.
It's because of the low level. That was just a low level, yeah. And that was not really real business. That was
just a living anyway, just a
survival.
Okay, after that I convinced myself, because actually it's like we have like in my country we have the highest grade, that a bit difficult grades that you have to write in a national examination.
Okay.
And most people, they failed. We have grade 10. Most people, they don't cross over to go to grade 11. It's a very difficult one. It's like you have to write an international examination.
Okay.
I already told myself that I'm not going to fail that class. People were failing, like you find 5 people pass, 7 in the whole school, 10 people pass. And then even by that time, it wasn't like really that I was in a good school, just that it's in town actually. It wasn't in the village. It was at least better, but it was one of the lowest school in the town.
A public school.
It's a public school. But I told myself that I'm not going to fail that class. It was already in me that I'm not going to fail grade 10. I'm going to complete my study. That is how it was, working hard even at school, until I've managed to pass my grade 10. Because my school was just up to grade 10. Meaning from once I pass my grade 10, from there you have to go to high school.
Right.
And because even the main motivational things is to work hard to go to the high school, to leave this environment. That was the only way even I can rest.
But how will you go? Who will take care? How will you pay for or is it free, the high school? It's for 2 years, right?
Yeah,
high school.
11 and 12. It's not really expensive.
We call it A-levels in our place.
It's not really expensive. It's a government school. It's not really expensive. It's cheap. Maybe we're paying 200 or 150 per term or per year, something. It's a very cheap.
Almost free,
very cheap, yeah. From there, I work hard. I passed my school. Luckily, I went to the high school. When I went to high school, I had this privilege whereby I had to go other side. It was again another city. I didn't go to the village, because also we have different high school. You can be allocated anywhere. But I happened to at least go to one school, other side, like the city side. That's where I completed my high school.
This was not in the capital, was it in the capital?
No, it wasn't in the capital. It was just a separate town somewhere else.
Okay, but you went to secondary school in the capital?
No.
Where you were selling?
No.
That was not.
I went out of the city. Even where I stay, it's a small town, Oshakati, where I stay with my grandmother.
That was Oshakati?
Yeah, but it's a town, just a town.
Yeah, but it's a smaller town, not the capital. But where was the other town where you went for?
It's another, again, just a small town, but it regarded
as... Is it bigger than where you were with your grandmother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the name?
Korihas.
Korihas.
Yeah, Korihas. Okay. Yeah. From there, I went...
But this time, you were already having your independence?
No. I was just a young girl.
No, the country. Were you having
independence? Yeah. That is after independance.
Okay.
Yeah, that was after...
Your independence was
1990.
1990?
Yeah.
Okay.
From there, I worked hard, I passed my school. My main aim was just to pass my school. The rest... Because during that time, I think in my country, we only had one university and some colleges. Because my main dream is that I wanted to become a nurse. And then for the nurse, you just have to go to the college.
Not even a doctor?
No. I wanted to become a nurse who will give me, that is a high level.
You couldn't dream of becoming
No, that is not for me. It was for those, it's for high people. I didn't even dream about it. Yes. It never even crossed my mind.
No. It's difficult to believe that now.
It never come in my mind.
Because
That
now
was
you are so-
because even in my country we don't even have medical school. If I have to thought about medical school, meaning I'm going out of the country, that's another level. It wasn't for me. Yes.
So you couldn't dream of becoming a doctor?
Ines.
Maximum in us. And there was no medical school, no single.
No. There wasn't any medical school in my country. This medical school, I think, is now 6 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
But that time there was no medical
There wasn't. There was
In
no
the whole
medical
country?
in the whole country. I think there was only even one university in the colleges. There was only UNAM. That was it.
University of Namibia?
Yeah, University of Namibia, only in the capital city. That was it. And they were trying to branch some small, but that was it. Meaning that for you to even dream of going to the university,
Too competitive.
you must be from
Very
a
good.
a big family. You can't go.
A rich family?
Yeah.
Because too many people, if it's just one university,
Yeah.
everybody wants to go
Yeah,
just to that one
you
university.
can't. Yeah, and then even it's like even to go to the college itself, because I happened to finish my school. After I finished my school, because I had this dream that I'm going to be a nurse, I just like for the nurse you don't even have to pay anything to go to the college. It's like a free college. I was like, okay, fine, let me finish my high school. Once I finish my high school, I'm going to concentrate just to apply and then go to the nursing college. Upon my graduations, I applied 6 times. I wasn't accepted.
For nursing school?
Just nursing, because I didn't like. There were this nursing school and there was this college education to be a teacher.
Yes.
I didn't like
College
No. I even convinced myself that even if they can't accept me here, then that is it. I'll
So
try
only
something else.
two schools you could go to?
Yes.
Either the university, which is only one in the whole country?
Yes.
And then
Or-
college of education?
No, I couldn't. College of education
or
or
nursing
nursing.
school.
Fine. After I see it was now
So you applied for, you said 6 times?
6 times to become
Because
a nurse.
too many competition, too much
Yes,
competition.
you can't get there
Too many
unless
people want.
you should know somebody.
Wow.
You should know somebody there. I remember there was even a time I talked to my mom, like, my mom is a nurse. Mom, don't you know anybody? My mom is a person she doesn't do corruption. She's a soldier. She doesn't. She said, no, if it's the form that you want, I'll try my best to go and get that form, you apply. But just don't think about these things. You will get it, just apply. She doesn't like this. Yeah. I keep on applying until I just give up that, okay, fine, maybe it's not my thing. Maybe it's not my thing, let me just leave it. And then from there, I was at home. At home, I was saying like, since I didn't like, I'm coming from the high school, I'm now a teenage girl, I was like I can't go to the market, I can't go and sell,
It's shameful.
because I'm back to the life again. And then I decided that, how can I do? I'm not going to the market, I'm not going to sell. And I was kind of a bit stubborn. I told my grandmother, like, no, me, I can't go. I better stay at home and maybe clean and do other stuff. I will look after the things at home and the kids and this, but I can't go to the market. They said, okay, that is fine. I stay at home. I was like at home and they're at the market. From there, I was seeing, we were living with one of my uncle. I saw my uncle 1 month, like the same year I finished my high school.
So it's a big family with it.
Yeah. It's
Your
a big
uncle,
family.
He had his own wife. Too?
Yeah.
And his own kids.
Yeah, 2 kids. Yeah.
And then you.
Me and my sister.
One other sister.
And my grandmother.
And your grandmother. You
Yes.
are all staying in an apartment.
Yeah.
Or it's a big house.
No, it's our house.
It's a house.
Yeah, it's our house.
Okay.
From there, I just saw like one day, it was end of the month. My uncle called off, it was like a meeting, house meeting. And then she said, okay, we have the water bill for the house. The water bill for the house, it's out. And how many are we in this house? He calculated, and I was also included.
Yeah, because you are grown up now.
I couldn't understand that I'm just young. How am I going to be? I understand that I'm now a big person.
Adult, yeah.
I'm an adult. Now, I was like, how can, it was like, I supposed to pay like 15 Namibian dollar. That was supposed to be my contribution that month. I asked myself, where will I get this money? That time I don't even date or these things of boyfriend. I didn't start it yet.
Yes.
I started.
And you are not a Christian?
No. There was just one church that sometimes we go, but not really.
Yeah, you are not born again.
Not born again. And then from there, I started like, wow, I'm on there. I have to pay this bill. What am I going to do? I started becoming stressed, like, what am I going to do? This is the reality. Really, I'm now an adult. I decided that, okay, I want to start, because my uncle also, he sell also at that market. I decided,
too, huh? He was
having yeah. That was the only life. There's nothing else that you can do.
Just selling.
Selling. If you
For
didn't
everybody.
finish, everybody. Yeah, and I was supposed to follow.
The same way.
The same way. It's like if you don't have anything to, that is the only mean of survival for you to go and sell at the market. And then I told my uncle. I went to my uncle. I told him that, okay, I think I want to start helping out in weekends.
So how?
To help him out in weekends.
In the market.
I decided that's the way.
Yes.
Now, during that time, I told him, because it's like, the good thing, like, if you go to the market, it's impossible for you to come empty-handed. Obvious, you get like, he'll give you like $10, go and look for your lunch, and maybe you keep it. Maybe his friend or somebody, your mother's friend or somebody pass by, give you something. There's no way you can go at the market and then you just come out empty-handed. That's the advantages of it. I decided, okay, I will start going to the market like in the weekends. During the week, I'm at home. During weekends, I'll start going to the market. Okay, when I went to the market, when I started going to the market like every weekend, I've managed like to pay my bill. I paid my bill that month. I saved up some money, and then I decided, like, I started liking the market. That, okay, at least here it's better. I can get my cosmetics, I can get this. I started helping out sometimes, even not only weekends, even during
cosmetics to sell or
for myself. I was a young girl, a teenage. I was just 19. I finished with 18-year-old, but then that was my first year. I was just like 19.
Yeah.
Okay, after I decided that I'm not gonna be here. Let me look for a job. I never even looked for a job before. Let me look for the job around this supermarket here. One day I decided that, okay, I'm just going to draft up my CV and then I'll go shop by shop and then I'll see if I can get something. I went to one shop, just the first shop that I went, called Pick and Pay. It's this big shop, this South African big shop. Yeah. I went to one shop and then I just went like, I found the manager, he's a white man, and then I talked to him, how are you? Say, I'm fine. No, I'm looking for a job. Luckily, my English was good than most of the people in the area where I stayed, because where I attended my high school, it was at least better privilege. I improved my English, and then I was speaking better, and then he said, okay, how old are you? I'm 19. So, okay, you're looking for a job. What type of job are you looking for? I say, any type of a job. They say, I just employed some girls today. You are lucky. But for you, you're not going to pack the things. I want you to work as the teller. So, okay, yes. And you're going to start now. I say, okay, thank you so much.
But you didn't have the skills to be a teller.
I was taught. He
was going to teach
you. I was going to be. It's a big shop. There were like 8 tellers in that shop. It's a very big shop. Market.
So they were going to train you?
Yeah, they're going to train me. Instantly, I sat down. I started my training that day. And again, I wasn't satisfied. I questioned myself that, Regina, you now join these people that are selling in the markets? Is that all about me? Is this my life? I work. I started working in that shop, but I wasn't happy. First month, second month, third month, I decided that no, this is not me. I can't be here. I can't walk. I wasn't happy and I even become thin, like my body changed. I decided no, I can't. I went home.
But they taught you some skills
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
You already
Only
know
that one,
to
how
do.
to, yeah.
Okay.
I went home and then like 2 weeks passed and then I asked myself, what am I going to do now?
With your life.
Yes. And then I just get this idea that no, I'm going into business, but I'm not going to sell at the market. I'm going to find something whereby I'm not going to be at the market, but I will be selling something. Now the problem was here that where will I get that money, capital? But it didn't even make it didn't even play a bit like, that question like where will I get money? It wasn't even the main role that was playing in my mind.
Okay.
I was just concentrating that what am I going to sell? What type of business am I going to make? One day I decided to go in the shop, like just shop by shop. There was some Chinese shop, just going around checking. While I was in those shop, I found one shop, Chinese shop, selling solar panels.
Okay.
I was just checking,
For
looking,
electricity?
yeah, this solar panel we put on the roof, and then I was just admiring, checking things, how it's work, and questioning, like I want to buy it, and how it's work, how long will it last, how many years, and then what does one need, how to install it. This Chinese guy was giving me all the information. It's work like this, it's like this and this and this. You put it on the roof, you stay there, you can light, but you can't play TV, you can't do what. He explained everything to me. Okay, fine. I was just checking window shopping and that is it. I went home. I made up my mind that I'm going to sell those solar panels. Doesn't matter how, where will I get money? I'm going to sell the panels. That's where I believe. There's a book, one of your book where you write that you don't need money to make money. I didn't even thought about money, that where will I get money or something. In my mind, I told myself I'm going to sell these panels.
Regina, I'm going to ask people watching us right now to go and invite their friends, especially if you have relatives at home. If you have relatives at home, please go ahead and call them and invite them to watch this program. Go and invite your relatives to watch this program, because especially if they are in Africa, if you have people in Africa,
Especially
that
young ones.
Yeah, especially the young ones.
The one who failed, the one
Yeah,
who
the
just
ones who have failed in
finished
schools,
their school
who
and they don't know
dropped
where
out.
they should go.
Yes, who don't know what to do, where to go, who don't, everybody needs to hear this story. Everybody needs to hear this story of Regina, and how a small girl, a school girl, a high school graduate, she needed to survive. And the story she's telling, please go and share this message. Go and share it in the groups. Go and share it to your timeline. Go and share it in your friend's timeline. Go and get a copy of it to share with your relatives, especially those people who are always asking you for money. Because that's the problem in Africa. People are asking you for money because you are in Europe. So let them hear the story of a young girl in a small African country, rather poor African country, where there was just one university, there was no medical school. She couldn't even dream of going to medical school. And that's why she had to come here for medical school. They only had one nursing school and she couldn't even get admitted because of the competition. Because when you have only one medical school, one college of education, and just one university, and she was determined to come out of the street, the market where she was selling with her grandmother, and she didn't want to live in that humility, in that shame anymore. She didn't want to live in that pain and of deprivation where she was in. And right now, this lady you are seeing here, I have so much respect for her, because this girl, she went ahead to sponsor herself through life, struggled all through in Namibia, and a dream of getting education. She had to sponsor herself to Ukraine, paying for her own education, for her own university education. She's a mom. She left her children back at home. Single mother. Had to be paying for people to take care of her children back at home while she travels abroad to come and get education. Paying for herself and then paying for her children's school fees. And she had to send those children to private schools so that they will not suffer and get good education. So right now, she's finishing a medical school and she has to be traveling home every year, maybe even twice a year sometimes, get the ticket for her to be able to travel home, get a ticket. You know what that means? Traveling home every time, every at the end of every semester, to go and be taking care of her children and then come back to continue her education. No help from any man. She's not married, so no help from any man.
Okay, after I find out and get the idea, sold those panels, I decided that, okay, I'm going to sell this panel. Even though I didn't have money or anything. I found a way. I decided like, okay, I'm going to sell this panel. I just found an idea. How am I going to sell this panel? I said, I will start selling this panel. I will start advertising this panel to the people that I felt, that I will think, that I will come across, that I will think they will need this panel. One day, in the same, like after a week of that day, I discovered that and I put that all in plans. I decided to go and visit my grandmother in the village at my father's side. Because I forget to tell you that I lost my father at the age of 5.
And you didn't even grow up with your mother. Yeah. Your mother was not there for you.
When I visited my grandmother at my father's side, paternal side, I just went because it's nearby the town where I stay with my grandmother. I went just to check on her. I like to visit her. I love her so much and she loved me too. I decided I just went to visit my father's family. I agreed because it's like they stayed in one area. My father's brothers. I was just greeting them, and then I came across with one of my father's one of my father's wife, one of my father's brother's wife, my uncle's wife.
Yeah.
She was such a good woman, and then we were just talking. Oh, Regina, you finished with your school now. What are you doing? And they said, no, I'm not doing anything. I'm only selling solar panel.
So you started to sell the solar panel?
Without having it. I just admire it. And I said, I'm going to sell this solar panel. Since I don't have money to go and buy them and start to sell them, I'll start marketing them like I'm already selling them.
You are just marketing
just for them? Myself. I didn't even talk with a Chinese guy. I just saw it in the shop. I admire it. He told me, I just asked him how it's work. I asked the price. Inside me, I told myself, I'm going to start selling this solar panel.
Jesus, what a wisdom. What a wisdom.
From there, she said, what are you doing? I said, no, I'm now selling solar panels.
I don't know if you people get what is happening here. She saw the product in the market. She loved the product. and she told herself, I'm going to be a distributor of this product one day. I'm going to be a distributor of this, panel, solar panel. This solar panel for electricity. And you see, in Nigeria, there are solar panels everywhere too. But everybody say, I don't have money. It's too expensive, so I cannot sell them. But she didn't have money. But she said, this is a product that is new in the market. Our people need it for electricity. So she decided that I'm going to be a distributor, a seller of this thing, instead of going to sell in the market. So she didn't have money to sell it. She didn't even go to negotiate with the seller, with the Chinese people that are selling it. She didn't even negotiate with them that I'm going to be selling your product. She just started selling the product by word of mouth, giving advertisement everywhere, telling everybody that this is what I'm selling. So bringing clients to the shop.
Not even like that way.
How did you do it? Tell us the story.
Then my uncle's wife asked, oh, what are you doing now? I said, no, I'm now selling solar panels. Solar panels, you mean solar panels? I've been seeing these solar panels around here. Oh, and I wanted one. You mean you are selling them? She was like, and then I say, yes, I sell them. Where have you seen them? I said, no, I've even around us here, at our neighbor, I saw one. I said, maybe they bought it from me.
Wow.
Maybe it's one of my clients. Because I've sold some already. She told me that, okay, Regina, I need 2. How much are they?
Wow.
In the shop, those solar panels, they are 3,000.
Of the Namibian
dollars. And then I told her that, okay, each panel is 6,000. She's okay. Wow. How long will it take me to get those solar panels?
They were 3,000.
And I double the price.
You said you double the price, that they're 6,000.
Each is 6,000. Wow. How long will I be able to get those solar panels? I told her that, no, instantly. Like if you say you need them like tomorrow, you deposit the money, I will bring the solar panel to you tomorrow. She said, I need the solar panel on Monday because it was weekend. On Monday, the first thing before I go to work, give me your account number. I need those solar panel. I give my account number. I went back to Oshakati. Early morning.
This was another city, right?
Just nearby town, like 10 kilos. Wow. At my grandmother's place, my father's side. I just went to greet them. I didn't went to sell. I just went to greet them. She just asked me, what are you doing now? Yes. From there, when I came, instantly on Monday, early Monday.
But you didn't have money, but now she has sent the money to your account.
Yes.
Now you have money to buy.
She sent that money.
And the money is enough, not just to buy.
I went to buy the solar panels. The next day, I went to drop the solar panels.
And you have made 6,000
on my account.
And you didn't have any 100.
Nothing.
You didn't even have 600.
No.
You didn't even have 60.
Nothing.
I
only had me. Only me. Not even $1 in my account. Maybe it was even about to close down.
Not even $1 in your account.
There wasn't anything. Maybe just that 20 that hold their
account. You people, tell me, how will you not love this girl? How will you not love this girl? How will you not love this girl? What a resourceful mind. In our country, Nigeria, we call people like you Igbo. You know, only the Igbo people are as resourceful as that. We have a nationality, a nationality like that in our country. One of the biggest nationalities. They are the Igbo people. So enterprising like you. But you are a girl. Oh my.
Now I had 6,000 on my account. I have started selling this solar panel.
Even here in Ukraine, somebody could do that. Anywhere in the world, someone could do that.
Yeah.
You didn't even have the money. Just told them that I'm selling this thing. Yes. Marketing yourself. My God. Please, I want to hear your story more. In fact, I'm thinking we are not going to finish this thing.
Yeah.
We have to do another one before you go.
Okay.
Because this your story is just
After I started
vibrant.
selling these solar panels, I was now okay. But I didn't get carried away. Luckily, I wasn't a girl who go around. I wasn't a girl who drink. I wasn't a girl who clubs. It's like I was from the beginning. It's like my eyes were wide open. I could see the bad things that are happening. I could see all the bad things that some people couldn't even see. Fine. From there, I decided I started selling this panel. Maybe I sold other 2, 3. And then I decided, what am I going to do? In my country, there's this thing whereby our government give money to old age disabled, but they used to go in the villages and give the money to them. They would just announce in the radio that on Monday, this village, the machine is coming to give the money.
Because they are pensioners.
Yeah,
They are
pensioners,
sick.
yeah.
Mhm.
From there, I decided that, okay, now I'm going to start business selling there. Because where the machine is going is like a group
Villages.
of villages.
And they don't have
They don't have,
electricity.
they don't have anything, and they're old people, mostly they don't travel. I decided that I'm going to start selling blankets, shoes, things.
You're going to be supplying,
Yes.
supplying to those villages and to those communities.
The moment
When
I just
they pay them money,
yes,
they need to
I'm
buy
just
stuff.
at the machine where they are paying them.
And you are just beside the machine.
I'm just beside with my blankets, my shoes, my
all the
everything.
necessary products
For
that they
old
need.
people that they need. Shoes for old people, blankets.
So they take the money and they have exactly
Yeah,
what they need
the
to
things
buy.
where they will buy their things.
You are just too much.
I was just listening like the announcement in the radio.
This girl is just a genius.
If they said they are going to Vinica,
Believe it.
for instance, for example, they say they are going to Vinica. I know that tomorrow morning I'm picking up to Vinica. I'm going to sell that side. I was making money. And people are looking at me like people of my age.
So you are
like,
traveling across the country.
across the country. I know my country just because of that.
So wherever they announce.
If they just announce in the radio that tomorrow, Monday, it's where. Tuesday is where. Thursday is where. I have my calendar.
Just like at the end, it's like building a business around when people receive their salaries.
Yes.
So when you know that this company they are going to be paid at this particular date, so you go where they are getting their money. As soon as they are coming from their factory or their company, you are there with all your goods.
Your things,
and those goods are necessities, right? Primary necessities of things that people need today. So they have the cash to buy immediately from you. You are so thoughtful.
Most people of my age, they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand that why should we just go and sell there in the sun? Sometimes it's raining and we are going. No, they couldn't understand. But later on, when they saw the life that I was living, they started saying that this lady is something else.
Because you started making money?
Yes, I furnished my room at home where I stayed, at my family, at my grandmother's house. I bought furnitures.
And you started paying your uncle?
I contributed home, even food.
Yeah.
I buy food. I'm there. Even my room, there's a TV, there's a big bed, there's a furnitures. Paint my bedrooms. I was just okay, and I was happy. Fine. After I did a mistake in that, I decided that, okay, now I'm a boss. I don't have to go there anymore in the sun, in the rain. I'm going to employ 2 people, 2 boys that will be doing those things to me. And they'll just bring the money. I'll get stock for them, and they go. The first one, that I employed, he started missing money and all these kind of things. And then I decided, okay, let me just stay with one. That one day he went, because what's happened is that I just decided he will go on Sunday. He will go Sunday and come back Friday. He will bring the whole money of the week. And it was a lot of money. He will come with 10,000. 10,000 that time, I was very young. I got nothing to do with it. I was just saving up my money and buying these necessary things that I want. Especially was I like good things. I like to look nice. I like to... Actually, the attention was just on myself, to look nice in my bedroom. Just those type of small things, help out at home. That was what I was just doing. Fine. This boy, one day, I gave him the things. He went, he disappeared.
With all a week sale?
Everything.
Or a week-long sale?
Everything.
He disappeared with everything?
With the money, everything. And by that time, I was just at home, like, waiting for him to go and buy stock, and he disappeared. Fine. I was like kind of stressed and what and what. And then one day, while I was at home, one of my friends called me. And then she said, oh, Regina, about that story that you told me, how far are you now? What are you now doing? I said, no, I'm just currently at home. And, I'm just I don't even want to touch my money again to start again these things.
So you left the business?
I don't trust in what. What are you going to say? I said that, no, come here. I get a job for you. Come in this town.
I got what for you?
A job. There's this man, he needs somebody to come and help him out in his business. He's having actually 2 branches, like he's having one in another town, at the coastal town, and then he's having this here. You can be able to come and help him out. Fine, I decided, okay, I'm coming tomorrow, because it was just a nearby place. I went. When I went, it's at our border. That place is situated at our border between Namibia and Angola. Because even my village, like Oshakati, we are at the northern part, at the border side. It's the last towns before you can go in Angola. I went there. She said, okay, we are going to do these things. He's clearing agent, clearing import and export. I'm going to teach you everything, how to do it. And you are going to that man. I'm going to talk to him, introduce you, everything. He said I must get him somebody. I went there. When I went to the man, he gave me all the offer that, okay, I really need somebody, trustworthy person, hardworking. If you can come and work here, I'm going to stay to work in another office in Walvish Bay, and you'll be staying here. And your responsibility will just be like, you will be receiving the clients from Angola, receiving the money, and my wife will come and pick up the money for you just to do the documents, everything. And I will ship the things from that side, from the harbor, and then you receive the cars and everything, or the consignment for the clients, and they close the border. Fine. He said, we agreed about the salary. I will be sending your salary on your account. That time it was just maybe 1,000 Namibian dollar. And then again, about the local clients in the town, the Angolians will just come with some small things, maybe trucks of potatoes or what, these things. I will only need 4,000 per month that you deposit on the business account. The rest, whatever you make, it's your own money. But at the same time, I'm going to give you a salary. That's how I started.
As a clearing agent?
As a clearing agent. And I was serious. I was working. And then he said, Regina, I never seen a person like you. There have been ladies.
Working so hard.
People working here. Me, I work on Sunday. I work on Saturday. I don't have time. Anytime he called, if he said there's a client at the border, I run. And then he decided that, okay, there were people working here. I never, even the money that you deposit, sometimes he gave me to deposit 4,000. Sometimes I deposit more than that because I was making money for myself. I deposit 7,000, more than what I was making. And then I worked for this man. There was not a day. I was in a position whereby I was supposed I was receiving a lot of money from the clients. The money that used to be in my hands. I would even have 500,000 US dollar.
Wow.
A client would come and drop that money. I could think of any funny things.
Yeah.
To even say I'm robbed or I'm what. There was not a day.
Clearing agents, that's customs.
Yes.
In Nigeria also customs.
Yes.
In every country, customs.
I even miss any money. Even if this man could come online and testified.
Wow.
I work. He trusted me. I didn't even have a fixed salary. Every month I have a new salary from that man. Every month I have a new salary. I was working. Everybody knows me. Even if people, the customer, everybody could come now, they will tell you that, yes, she's hardworking.
Wow.
I knew where I was coming from. And finding myself in that environment, I was convinced that there is no way you can be making this a lot of money for the rest of your life. I left this side. I stopped like this story of looking nice and what. I wasn't, after the moment I started that job, I wasn't more excited in looking nice and what.
Yeah, because you
I
were
was
more serious.
I was
about
already exposed to money. I was
Yeah.
already making money. I convinced myself and I promised myself that, okay, I'm going to make money. My life will never be the same again.
Amen.
And this opportunity that I get to make this amount of money here, it's like I was getting that money for free even though I was
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Opportunity never return. And I started telling my friends that, you guys, this money that we are making here, this is not a real money. This is temporary. This is temporary. You can't be making this kind of money for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Let us work. I was saving. Every day I'm saving. Every day I'm saving. And then I decided to look around like how to start, finding like, how did these people come up with this clearing agent? What does one need to open such a clearing agent? I find out that you only need 25,000 as a guarantee. By that time, it was within 6 months. I already saved more than that on my personal account. I made the research. What else do I need? Only that is a guarantee at the bank. Open maybe the computer. You go in the register. They give you the system. You start operating. I told myself, in 6 months, I'm going to leave this job. I'm going to open my clearing agent. I started preparing my things, registering my company, everything was okay. Open my bank account for the company. Everything was fine. I wanted to do my things in a straight way, register for a VAT. And then after 6 months, I went to my boss. I said, I'm leaving. He cried, Regina, what is wrong? Because he didn't know all this preparation. Nothing is wrong.
But you are not the only.
I just want to.
You are not the only worker.
No, I wasn't.
But you are the one that brings.
I was the main one.
Okay.
I was the main one, because sometimes we find that the wife will also sometimes come and help us, but the clients will come, even ask the wife that, where is, because that man's name is Emery. Where's Emery's wife? She said, I'm the one. No, we mean the other one, the short one. You want to say you are the whole time they thought I was the wife. Wow. Maybe the way I was working or something. Fine. I told him that I'm going to work somewhere else. What have I done? Is it the salary? No, it's not the salary. And then I decided that, let me just tell you the truth. I opened my own clearing agent. So why can't you not just tell me the truth? You did a good job. That is good. I know you're hardworking. And I knew you will do that. I'm not surprised. I started with my clearing agent. Imagine, even by then, the friends who look for me for a job, she's working for somebody.
Wow. The person who invited you.
Who invited me? She stayed like 4 years before I come in that. She had been working for 4 years in that.
You have an enterprising mind. Yeah.
I think so. I found her there like 4 years. She had been working in that city.
Wow.
When I came, I opened my clearing agent. In 6 months, I bought my first car.
Wow.
Started saving money. In a year, I bought my house.
Wow.
In another year, I built another house.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You are a miracle. What a miracle, girl. I never even know this. And you are just in your 20s.
Yes, I was still in my 20s. I was still in my 20s.
Tell me your story.
I was still in my 20. Because this one, the first one that I bought, it's just like I bought one 2012, I built one 2013.
One every year.
Yes.
You are building another house.
From there, I decided that, okay, the business started I was seeing some changes. And then I said, I'm going to school. I'm going to study. I'm done. Wow. I saved some.
You wanted to close down the school or what?
The business.
The business.
No. I prepared some, but I wasn't working alone. Okay. I was working, I had like 2 employees, the ladies that were helping me out. Because I even opened another branch. I just did like the men. I had another branch at Walvish Bay, at the harbor, another one. I had 2. And for me, I've been operating I've been in Walvish Bay. In the other office, my other cousins and another lady was working there. And then from there, business was kind of just not going so well. I closed Wavish Bay, and then I started making some small selling cars, going to Dubai, buying containers for cars, selling cars to Angolans. And then from there, the Angolians, they banned these second-hand cars. And then that's where the business started somehow. And then I started going to school.
So you were actually dealing in cars as well?
Yes. Mostly I deal with cars. And then I decided I'm going to school. I told my mom, she said, wow, if you're going to school, I'll be happy.
Okay, because at this stage, you had not gotten admission to the nursing school.
No, I wasn't. I just decided to...
You just finished from high school?
Wow. Yes.
But you had enough money to send yourself to school already?
Yes, according to my calculation, the money was enough.
Okay.
The money was just enough. The money was enough. But when I came here now, I started the school, I arranged...
So you decided to go to school abroad?
Yes, do medicine.
And not just do
Not just in the ordinary things. No. Not just...
Your dream was bigger now.
I can't just be nursing. I'd rather be in my business.
Regina, why have you been so modest all the while? Why is it I never heard this story? This story you are telling me now, I'm hearing for the first time. Even when you were at the HMT, you never had the time to tell your story. Maybe you didn't have the time, or maybe you are not willing to tell the story, the full story.
Not really. Few people knows this. Even many people, my friends, most of them, they might be confused. Even my schoolmates, they might be now surprised at what.
Wow.
Yes.
So you are so modest.
Yeah, I just live a normal life. Like, I was always having these things like, there will be one day to tell my story.
Some of the other students will be thinking that you are just an ordinary student like that.
No, I'm not an ordinary person.
Yeah,
and I like to tell these people because it's, I think maybe it's because I carry myself, or it's because of my hate or something. You find somebody want to disrespect me or something. I like to tell the people that, my dear, I'm not an ordinary person.
Yeah, and you are not just an ordinary student.
Yeah, you can't just say that.
That is coming from high school.
Yeah, you can't just say that to me. You can't just say, show respect. Just show respect.
Yeah,
just
because if they don't know your story, there is a possibility of disrespecting you because they will just think you are just one of the girls.
We are just of them. Yeah, one of them, yeah.
One of the small girls in... So you decided to come to Ukraine?
I came to Ukraine.
To study medicine?
Study medicine.
And you left your children back at home?
Yes, at home with my sister. Everything was proper. House is set, school, everything was arranged because...
So you have a house?
Yeah, I have a house.
Where your children are
staying? Where they are staying.
With your family?
With my family. There were two of my family that were just to look after them.
And you are sustaining them?
Yeah, what I used to do is that for the water, especially for the water, I pay the water for the whole year.
Okay.
The water I pay whole year, the electricity is not that so...
Is the solar electricity?
Not just normal water. I mean, just normal electricity like this, yeah.
Okay.
We use normal electricity.
And how do you, but they need to eat, they need to pay school fees. How do they do that?
The business is there.
Your businesses are still working?
Yes, the business is there.
So what are you started different businesses?
The same clearing agent is there. There's somebody that's been there for these past 6 years, Maria. I wish I could have invited her also to watch.
So you have someone.
Someone that's working there.
You have someone that is taking care of the clearing agent.
Yeah, and they get small from there to sustain themselves, and sometimes they send me.
So they get their own commission. And then the money still remains yours because of the company. Yeah,
because the good thing is that that system, I can go on that system even while I'm here.
Okay, through the internet.
But I don't disturb myself. I concentrate on my study. Only when I go home, I go and check throughout the system. Then,
what about, you said, if you have two houses, maybe you could be renting out one and be living from the... Rent.
Yeah, I didn't finish about the other house.
Okay.
The other house, on my third year.
When you were studying here?
Yeah, I was experiencing some problems.
In the school?
Yeah, in the school, because there was a disturbance. If you look at the economic rate, there was some disturbance. It was in 2016.
Yes.
It's like we paid...
Economic crisis.
That economic crisis. It happened like I paid 2016 like the money that I paid for my school, it's like supposed to be for 2 years.
Wow.
We used to pay 4,000. We used to pay like 4,400. That is my per year.
Yeah.
In Namibian dollar, it was around 50 something to 60,000. But that year, I paid almost 90.
Wow.
Meaning one of my year was like disturbed. And then I decided that, okay, this house, what am I going to do? Let me give it up.
So you sold
I
it?
sold that one. I decided no.
To sustain
Because
yourself.
even the main aim, like even in the town where I bought it, it's like there will be no a year that I will be going in that to stay in that town. It's just a small mine town, and there will be no a year that I will be staying there. There's nothing you can do. There's no business opportunity. There's nothing. The main aim for me to buy that house is investment.
It's for investment. Okay.
Yeah. And then I just told myself that why should I be here like stressing that what? The same thing that I'm doing here, study, I'm investing in myself.
Yeah.
That house, the reason I bought it is to invest. It's an investment. Let investment come together with investment. Let me give it up.
Right.
That's how I sold the house. Just to cover myself. And luckily, when I sold my house, that house, I sort out some stuff that I was supposed to sort, and then from there also I then like having things just changed due to that economic crisis, even at home, the business, things were not going well. And then that's where I decided like, okay, what am I going to do now? I decided like, because the main aim is that I didn't wanted this scholarship loan whereby you have to go and pay it back.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't really wanted that. But I decided, okay, let my government intervene. The reason I'm here to study to go and help them.
Right.
Let them give me money.
Yeah.
By then they decided that, no, we are not going to give. I applied and they said, no, we are no more giving scholarship. And then I said, why are you no more giving scholarship? No, the people that we have been giving scholarship, until 2013. I told the people, like, I just decided not, it's impossible. I arranged everybody, a Namibian in the whole Ukraine, that whoever doesn't have a scholarship, give me your name and your school documents. They are going to give us scholarship. Because I was even seeing some...
Because all other students were having
scholarship.
Some.
You know, I was seeing some students being chased away and all that. And even me myself, things were not the way I planned them to be. I wrote the letter to the ministry in Namibia. When I wrote the letter, they answered me, to the organization that is dealing with the scholarship. They answered to me that you are all rejected. And then I said, can I please have an appointment with you guys? I'm coming for holiday. Appointment for what if you are all rejected? I wrote a letter to the Minister of Education. She said, I don't deal with those things. It's okay. I stayed quiet. 2016, when I went home, the first day I arrived, I went to the Minister of Higher Education. I made an appointment. I just went straight to the what? PS.
Yeah.
Then he was like giving me some attitude and some that I said, okay, I want to talk to the minister. He said, you can't just talk to the minister like that. I said, why? No, you can't talk to the minister like that. I said, okay, thank you, sir. Bye. I could see, I know where the office is. I went to the secretary that I found inside. I need an appointment to talk to the Minister of Higher Education. After I give my appointments, I went and I said, can you please, I even asked for the email of the minister there from the secretary. The secretary gave me the email. After he gave me the email, the moment when I arrived home, I sent the email to the minister that I urgently want to talk to you. You remember me? I already emailed to you, replied to me this, but I want to talk to you if you can be able to just listen to me even 5 minutes. Instantly she replied, said, please, Regina, come to my office. I want to sit with the minister. I told her, I present everything. And I had all my daughters that, okay, I came here for this problem. I've been funding myself. I think I'm one of the few people that are just funding themselves in Ukraine. But I decided to find out again other people that are not having funds. And then it's happened there are lots of people who don't have money. But these people,
who didn't have
yes,
scholarship.
who didn't have scholarship, that they're about to be deported from Ukraine, including myself. And they say, what can I help you? What do I need? I say, I get this reply that we can't be able to get scholarship, even what you answer me. Say, yeah, but really I can't be able to intervene and what. By then, I came with all my informations. I said, okay, Minister, I understand, comrade, but honorable, but the only thing that I need from you, I just need a reply in writing on paper, because I have a list of names of the people who received scholarship last year.
Ooh.
And those people, I only need the reason on paper that, first of all, what qualified them to get the scholarship? Who gave them a scholarship? I just need that answer on paper, if you can be able to give it to me. No, okay, but I think this case is different. I'm going to work it out. Just go, what? Within 2-3 days, they sort it out, they pay that money. To everybody. There's no Namibian who don't have a scholarship here.
Wow. So you fought for everybody, yes, and you won.
There's no Namibian. Maybe the one who came after, because I worked out this thing on 2016, maybe some that came after. Everybody, regardless. Yes, I'm a person, if I need something, even now, if I want to talk to Poroshenko, president of Ukraine, if I need something, I will get him.
Beautiful.
I will get him.
Beautiful.
Yes.
You are a go-getter.
Yes, I will get him. Whatever, I believe in myself that whatever I need, I will get it.
It's just like the way you wanted to see me. You wanted to come to stay in our house. And you wrote me, and I had written reply.
You did not reply.
And I actually replied, but my office didn't send the reply to you on time. And you didn't get my reply. So, but you found your way. You were smart enough, because I was so troubled that, because my secretary was in charge, Galina, went to the village. So she put all the work aside until she comes back from the village. So she wanted to go and see her dad. So she didn't reply the letters. She didn't send the reply. And so, and that was the week, 1 week you were supposed to come. And I was saying, hey, I'm not sure if Galina has sent this letter. Did she send the letter or she didn't send the letter? Because I remember you needed to come. So I was just saying, I hope she has gotten the letter. I hope she has gotten the letter. So when I now came and I saw you here, I was so blessed. I was so impressed. I said, did you get my letter? You said, no. But how did you make it? He said, I didn't get your letter. I thought maybe Pastor Sunday is busy. And then I contacted the administrator of the house. I said, you are so smart. Because many people, most people that I meet with, they would have said, since Pastor Sunday didn't reply, it means he doesn't want to see me. He doesn't want me to come. They don't give it a second chance. Instead of sending the letter again or, writing, finding a way. But you found a way and you were able to come.
Not just by seeing you, by just...
thinking, yeah.
Not
how
thinking,
busy I
just
am.
by seeing when I interact with you, I already measure that what type of person you are. Because I'm a person, it's like, how do you call it? I'm a person that like to make my own conclusions. Like, I like to analyze myself. I will analyze myself. You can't tell me that this person is this, or I analyze. But by the way, the moment when I met you last time, I already know. The reason he didn't reply, maybe he's just busy. He can't refuse me to come there.
Yeah.
And I know he's not going anywhere, he's just at home. Yeah. Let me go, and then we make an appointment and then put everything in order. Yeah.
Brilliant. I was so glad, because many people would have said, oh, maybe he doesn't want me to come. Okay, well, and they miss their chance. They miss the opportunity that way. And that pains me. That why didn't you try? Keep on knocking. The Bible says knock and it shall be open to you.
Even the main reason that forced me to come here, it's like looking at in the town where I'm schooling, I was supposed to be in this house like every week.
Every week, yeah. If you had been in Kiev.
Looking at how many people are praying even to meet you one-on-one. And I'm in Ukraine and I can't make that effort to be here. It will be like an insult to God who gave me opportunity to come close to you.
You are so smart.
Seriously, to be
And I will
an
tell you
insult.
something else. You know, people who are my countrymen, even from my country, Nigeria, a lot of students are here studying. They are too afraid to even write me that, can we come and spend time with you? Or can we come visit you? They will not even write me a letter because they are too afraid. Because even if we have 2,000 Nigerians here in Ukraine, the only time they come to me is when they cannot pay for their school fees. Apart from paying for their school fees, they don't come to even learn. They don't. So I say, why? They say, because we think it's not possible. We will never be able to get to you.
Wow.
They are thinking it's even a sin for them to think that they need to come and see me. You know, can you imagine that kind of thing?
But looking at the people coming from as far as America just to come and see you. This opportunity every day, because it's like I've been like too busy. Like this year, I've been very, very, very busy. But looking just at this, I'm always blaming myself that opportunity, Regina, never return. I like that thing. I'm only remain with 1 year, and I'm going home. There were things that I'm going to gain from this man. There's no way, no a book, not even these books that he's writing, that some of the stuff I won't get them in the books. And I must use the opportunity now.
Yeah, because you can see him live.
Because I'll be going to Namibia and I'll be planning to fly here, to buy a ticket.
To come and
while
see.
I've been here, whereby I will just go get in the train, pay 100 grivina.
Yeah.
That's why I decided that no.
And did you say, I also read that you plan to be a sole distributor of my books in South African region, right?
We are going to do it a different way.
Okay.
And I'm going to offload some loads on you.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to...
Okay, so we have to meet to discuss that, right?
Yes. Some load on you, sending books from Ukraine to Africa while there's living human being in Africa. No, we are not going to do it that way.
Wow.
Yes, we are going to do it another way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do it another way.
But you are concerned that my books will be sold in Africa?
Yes, they are going to be sold. They are going to be sold. They are needed there. Because looking at even like the life in Africa, it's not really that we should advise. You can't advise people to subscribe or download apps or what. The data, as we are speaking, they are very expensive.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I used to be there for holiday, and I myself cry. Do you know how much does it cost me per week? It's like 120 per week just to have data per week in Namibia. Imagine just an ordinary person or a school child.
Yeah.
You can have an app, but where will you get the data? Books are affordable there on the app, but how will you get the data?
So the downloading is not going to work in Africa?
It's not going to work.
Only physical.
But the moment we have hard copy, people are going to read. But the only, again, things that I think we have to do is like, we have to develop, we have to change their mindset and to
teach them to read?
They have. Even me, myself, I didn't know how to read. I didn't know how to read. I've learned how to read for 5 months now.
From HMT?
From HMT. That was my first book.
The first time you read books after you finished school?
I couldn't believe it. The first time not after I finished school. In my whole life, I never read
a whole book.
A normal book, motivational book. Self-development books, apart from my
schoolwork.
In my whole life, up to this age.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I even hear that Nigerians too, they say the only books they've read are the school books.
Yes.
Apart from school books, self-developmental book, time. They don't read them.
It's
they don't read
not really no time. You don't know. You are not aware. You are not exposed.
You don't know the value.
You don't even know what is inside. What is so important for me to waste my time? Am I going to get a certificate?
No. So people don't know the value.
You don't know what is inside. You read when you are forced to read for you to get a certificate.
But for the past 5 months, I heard you have read over 10 books already.
I have read 10, maybe even more than, because I was repeating some of the books. I was like, I'm too fast. let me go back again in this.
In 5
I could have
months?
done, it's like two books a month.
Beautiful.
But I've read more than that because I didn't even only
Yeah,
read
somebody
even
said
some
it's
materials.
15 books you have read.
Yeah, even some materials and then even series.
So but this is apart from your schoolwork.
Ooh, my dear. Do you know, did you ever try to cut a liver with a bride? How difficult is it? Soft. That's how is it with my school material now.
After the HMT?
If I can read this book in 24 hours and you are giving me 3 chapters to prepare for tomorrow, that is nothing.
It becomes easy for you to study in school.
Even it's like now I have adapted whereby I can't start my chapter without here. It's bring my concentration.
Beautiful.
If I know that I'm going to start studying maybe at 9.
Yeah.
9, 8:30 I start.
You
with
start
my
the self-development book.
The concentration.
Yeah.
Because there you are reading with pressure
Yeah.
for you to know and to retrieve it in your mind.
see.
But here you are reading
For self-development.
for self. You are listening. You are there. Your mind, your whole attention is here to see what you are reading. The moment you just finish, like even a chapter, and you go there, easy.
For the book, for the school
Easy.
book.
You just see that you are even on the 5th chapter, while you are only supposed to prepare for 2 chapters. It became easy. And then imagine I met you only on my 2nd term. Because our first trimester started in September, October, November, December, January. Meaning after HMT, I was now going to my 2nd term. Just a half of my whole year. But the way I used to study before, it's just this normal study just to get marks. Yeah, I'm studying and then that is it. But through reading your books, especially how to regain your lost years.
Your lost years, yeah.
Where
How
you
to regain your lost
mentioned
years.
that you are not just going to do something just to be good at it or just to finish it. I started applying and working like a Chinese. Persistent.
Yeah, and intense. In that book, How to Regain Your Lost Years,
Yes.
we're also talking about intensity.
Yes. Intensity. It's not about how good you finish it, it's how fast have you done it. That's how I'm applying it on myself. It's not that, okay, I've read. How many pages did I read? Yes, today I've answered. How good did I perform today?
Yeah.
That's how I'm applying it. It's help. I've improved. Even one of my friends was asking me that, Regina, where do you get your energy? Imagine we are coming from school and you are going straight to the library. Everything is easy. It's easy.
And you said before the HMT, you are not even...
I never finish any book. I'm telling, I will borrow a book from a friend. Maybe I will read the title. It's good. Okay. Start maybe 2-3 chapters. I put it. And then it's like each and every person should know that secret. We should teach people how to read. And I want to install this, what I've gained. I want to download it in other people.
Yeah, what will you tell people who have never been to HMT, who have never been to Kiev, who have never met Pastor Sunday, who are watching, DSA family people, they watch us? That's the book, right? This is the book you...
Yeah, How to Regain Your Lost Years.
Yeah, How to Regain Your Lost...
Okay. These people, viewers, because I used to read some comments, people are commenting that, yo, I've been following your HMT. I used to be like, me, seriously? You want to say you are following the HMT? You need to be here and experience it. I don't want to go in details. The cooking here, the pot is here. These things that you see, like you are seeing, presentation, that's not the main cooking. That's not the main cooking. My advice, come here. You better come here. Because here you are going to meet, first of all, you are going to meet different people. And then again, this training, the way it's planned, is to put you in that pressure that you never experienced.
Right,
in that pressure that you never put yourself in. You won't put yourself in. Even if I give you that ingredients that, okay, start reading from this time, you won't do it by yourself.
Yes.
Come to the pressure cook. You need to be in the pressure cook for you to experience it.
Right.
That's what worked for me. It's not about the knowledge or maybe the training, but the formula. The atmosphere and the formula that you create
in
SMT, those assignments.
Yes.
Those assignments.
So
is the assignment.
To watch the HMT on Facebook, on the internet, is just like less than 50, maybe 30% or 40%.
It's 30 to 40%. Not even 50. I can't, because even me myself, I can even watch. I've been watching you before I came here, but nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Yes. I even met somebody yesterday. He said he had been following me for 3 years. And I was interviewing him and asking. He doesn't have anything on ground and say, you have been watching DSA for 3 years? I asked, why?
Why didn't he come here? He could come here.
It was here. It was last night here.
Okay.
And then I asked him that, why? And then I said, why are you here now, today? Because I was like, he's wasting his own time.
So why did he come here?
He said, what he told me that, no, Regina, I never attend HMT.
Okay, never attended HMT.
Yeah, I never attended HMT. I said, no wonder. Because I was surprised. You attended the HMT for 3 years and you didn't do anything. You are not anything. Because, to be honest to you people, viewers, there was no way you can attend a HMT and you remain the way you are without putting anything on the ground or developing yourself. You will be different. It will be impossible for you to attend a HMT and you don't have anything, because that guy didn't have anything that he could tell me. That's why he said, no, Regina, I didn't attend any HMT. There's only one that I once attended, but only one day, and I found people finishing, and I said, oh, you should attend one. HMT, it's really working. It's working. It's working. And then again, if you can develop, if you can start downloading what we have gained. Because the thing is that us African, we are kind of a bit selfish people. For instance, I'm here.
To share what
we don't share. We don't share things. But looking at the person who's giving you something for free, and you expect things to work for you, while the person downloaded the formula into you, but for you don't want to give it, and you want things to work for you. God doesn't work like that.
Right.
God doesn't work like that. You get, you give, that person you give, let us be the same. We have these things that I just want to be the best, and they should just wonder, how did I make it? We should share. We should share.
Regina, I think I have to find a way of coming back with you, maybe to do some book reviews or to continue our discussion. But you have made me to cry today.
I'm sorry.
And I'm happy for it. It's a cry of joy. It's a cry of being truly touched. You have really touched me, my heart, your story, your inspiration, your example. I really hope that people who are watching us have gone to share this message with their families, with their friends, with their relatives in Africa, especially. And even people here in Europe who are saying, I don't have paper, I don't have this. You don't need paper. The way if you hear the story of Regina very well, you don't even need paper. You don't need paper at all. You just need to, to have that wisdom. And she has shared some of the wisdom with us today. And, I want to just say thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Pastor.
And I will see, but definitely before you travel, I will have time for us to meet this week before you travel.
Thank you.
And well, in the next 30 minutes, I will be coming back to, dear viewers, in the next 30 minutes, I will be coming back to, continue the series that we've started for 2 weeks now. And that series is, of course, the generation of temple cleansers and idol smashers. So thank you for being with us, Yami. And I'm so glad that we brought in Regina today. Tomorrow at this same time, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., I'm going to be hosting the presidential aspirant for Nigeria, the Nigerian presidential aspirant, one of the leading presidential aspirant, Showore, I think Showore, they call him Showore, is going to be here with us tomorrow. So in the same program, like with Regina today. So if you know Nigerians, you know, who might want to hear the mind of this guy, Showore, you know, invite them to come and watch the program tomorrow. Not the evening program, but the 5 p.m. program, Nigerian time and British time. Ukraine time is 7 p.m. So, and then 7 p.m. program will still be the continuation of the generation of temple cleansers and idol smashers. But go and tell your friends about Showore tomorrow, that we're going to be inviting him tomorrow. If you have some questions, send your questions to me on my Facebook Messenger and write, not Facebook Messenger, right? Just Facebook, just write on my inbox and write your questions. Maybe we could entertain your questions as well. But today has been great. This lady she has just impressed me. You know, I like people like this, and she's just, you know, she just touched me very deeply. And I just pray that all of you people who are watching me, who are calling yourself DSA family, that you will not just be hearers alone. We just 5 months I've known her. Just 5 months ago she came to know me. From January. And it's a pity we didn't get into the details of what she has done so far from January. You'll be shocked. But I think she will still come back. And I look forward to seeing you people in the next 25 minutes. Let's continue with the generation of the temple cleansers and idol smashers. Peace.
Thank you.
Yeah.